remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Garoppolo checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Garoppolo now. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And Demarcus Robinson may be unheralded in that Kansas City track squad of wide receivers, but he's been dependable for these Chiefs the past few years.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, hey, partner, in Week 3 of the NFL, special teams was a big storyline. How about Justin Tucker? NFL record 66-yarders, time expired. The Ravens beat the Lions. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to book.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm on. One, Omaha. 21. 11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So we've hit. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers
49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
What's the call? What's the call? What's the call? 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
From the gun, Sermon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
65.
From midfield, here's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. On first down, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now Lance going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 35 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback.